Will the next Chevy Silverado 1500 ZRX, the most off-road worthy Silverado ever, have a supercharged 6.2 liter gas V8?
Wouldn't that be awesome? Yeah, not only that, but I think with GM's long history of supercharging vehicles, a whole bunch of their trucks could be supercharged.
No, you're wrong. All right, dude, where is this information coming from? Let's get that straight out.
All right, so we do have an inside source that was able to provide a little bit of information, call it big hints, that this powertrain, a supercharged 6.2 liter V8, could find its way not only into the ZRX, but possibly the Tahoe and Suburban.
Okay, so this is an insider source. The source wants to remain anonymous, so we don't have any other solid proof. You know, there's no truck supercharged prototype running around, but we do have this, right?
Yes.
And the truck image behind me is actually an off-road race truck that General Motors is currently working on, and not just working on, but also it's participating in the current Best of the Desert races, right?
That is correct.
This truck does not have a supercharged engine. And this is, Nathan, partially why I think this is wrong. Is because the 6.2 liter engine in this truck, according to the engineering teams and PR teams of Chevrolet, is a good, powerful engine already. What this truck is testing, though, is their suspension system. It's their latest DSSV, spool valve, massive shocks, way bigger than the Chevy Colorado ZR2. Big macho truck. And I think what they would do with this truck could be twofold. Either add a tune to the 6.2, okay? So create maybe an intake system, an exhaust system that you already have, build some more of a tune on top of this engine. Let's say give it, 450, maybe upward of 500 horsepower. And that's plenty for the truck.
No, you're wrong, my comrade. Let me explain something that's really important. We have, if you recall, a big representative from General Motors, who recently said that the Raptor will be extinct. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, that was part of our recent podcast series, TFL Talking Trucks. And we have Tim Herrick and their engineering team on the podcast. And Tim and the team did say that this is a quote, that Raptors will once again be extinct. And I think what they're trying to say is that they're working on a Ford F-150 Raptor competitor. So that's all we know. We don't know if it's going to be called ZRX. ZRX is a term that was leaked previously, and people thought that, ZR2 is their Colorado truck. ZRX will be the next progression of it, and it'll be the fighter against not only the Raptor, by the way, but also the new Ram Rebel TRX. So yeah, they said that, but we don't know exactly what they're gonna do.
Well, of course we don't know exactly what they're going to do. However, if you take the leak that has come to our attention with the supercharged 6.2 liter V8, just the idea of that is really, really cool. And the idea that not only could this powertrain jump into their top-of-the-line Halo vehicle, but who knows, it could go to vehicles like the Escalade and to the Tahoe and to the Suburban. It's entirely possible that we could see that in various GMC products. The point is, this powertrain might be too valuable, if they are developing it, to put it just in one truck. One thing General Motors usually does is when they put in a big investment, they take that investment and they stretch it out and they try to cover the whole line. Now, they've said that they want to basically dethrone the Raptor, which is currently the king of the heap, especially with half-ton trucks, right? We can all agree on that. Twin turbocharged V6. So what if they supercharged their best engine, which is the 6.2? We can all agree on that. Excellent engine, and made it 700 horsepower, reliable horsepower, by the way, possibly still with cylinder deactivation, so it's somewhat economical. All of a sudden, you have a halo engine that absolutely trounces everybody out there, and you put it in more than one truck because that just makes sense. Maybe General Motors has halo vehicles of each one. Maybe there's a Super Tahoe. Maybe there's a urban suburban or something like that. Maybe there's these top vehicles. I see, if they're willing to make that investment, a spread of these engines while they still can do it.
Of course, a supercharged 6.2 would be nice. I agree with you. I mean, they do have the current Camaro ZL1 with a supercharged 6.2 liter, but you can't just take a sports car engine and put it in a truck. It has to be tuned differently. There has to be different kind of setups because the truck is much heavier. It sees much heavier loads. If you're gunning through the dunes or towing a trailer. But here's why you're wrong. Is because General Motors has invested also, during all of this is going on, they've invested heavily into electrification. Also, they have invested heavily into the next Corvette C8. They're basically supercar. And they're working on several powertrains reportedly on the C8, including a twin turbo V8s, hybrid V8s, just crazy stuff. At the same time, they're doing electrification. Look at the Hummer, GMC Hummer Electric, right? They showed the chassis of it. It's a brand new chassis. They have brand new chemistry, not lithium ion, something completely different, unique, nickel, magnesium, cobalt, aluminum. Take that.
Boom. Oh, you got me. No, you don't. Because, and this is why you're wrong. Tell me, Andre, what has recently outsold cars for the first time ever? What has sold more?
Pickup trucks.
Yes. Now, if you have your cash cow, pickup trucks, selling more than cars, are you going to put a bigger investment into your pickup trucks to maintain that lead and gain on your competition? Or are you going to go, untested thing here with electric pickup trucks, let's put all of our ducks in one spot and see what happens there? No. What they're going to do, in my mind, is they're going to put a bigger investment into this because they know right now Americans are buying up them pickup trucks. And because of that, they want the best one out there. They want the king of the hill, or at least they want something that is really competitive and compelling. So by building pickup trucks with supercharged V8s, it is entirely possible that they could not only unseat Ford and take down this TRX that's coming out from Ram, but they could scare the crap out of other companies like Toyota and Nissan, who don't have anything that competes right now at that level. This could be a whole new bracket. And consider this. They have been developing a heavy-duty, hardcore racing suspension for quite some time. We already know that they have a suspension system that works quite well in the ZR2 Colorado, right? So why all that investment in suspension without going that next step with real power? I think they're going to push it with the power.
I agree with you, but they're going to do it in a different way with 4 digits. Okay, 4 digits.
4 digits. Huh?
1,000 horsepower is the claim number on the Hummer Electric. Okay, 1,000. If General Motors wants to show that they have the top dog pickup truck, they have the suspension. You said it, right? The suspension, the prowess and engineering is there. Now, if they can throw 3 electric motors in there, they could have 1,000 horsepower and 11 million pound-feet of torque. I mean, this thing could be ridiculous, insane.
Well, we know they're building that. See, this is the thing. I agree that they're making this pickup truck. They already announced it. They're going to build it. They're going to produce it. But what I'm saying, look at it this way. Ford already committed to building an F-150 electric, right? But they're still building their Raptor, and they're still building other high-end vehicles for off-road that are trucks, including the Bronco. So General Motors has to play that game. They have to have an electric that competes with the Ford and with Tesla and stuff like that. But they also need a truck right now, very soon, that can come in and say, we've got top horsepower, top economy, top suspension. We absolutely are here to play. We're not screwing around. Take that. And I think that that's what they're doing.
Okay, well, I don't see this engine coming to fruition, the Supercharged 6.2 in a truck. And I wish it would. I wish so, but I don't think so. I disagree. But here's the thing. Guys, what do you think? In the comments section, please let us know. Do you think this is doable, feasible? Should they do it? Should they put a 6.2 supercharged engine into the new ZRX pickup truck, which would be the most...
Everything needs it.
Well, are you saying Hellcat everything like FCA does?
Well, just, yeah, and as a matter of fact, I bet you could stick the big 6.2 inside a Chevy Colorado and make a Super Colorado. Call it the John Denver truck or something. Huh?
Yeah, you know what? I think there's an aftermarket company that built one of those, actually.
See what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, guys, so we want you in the comments below to say, whether I'm right or he's wrong. And please let us know your opinion about this. I think it's exciting news. The prospects are out there. We do know they're doing something. They've announced something. The only question is, what is it really? So thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, and there's a lot to look forward to in any case. I think no matter what the engine would be, I think there's a lot to look forward to, especially if the TRX comes to fruition from Ram, which is supposed to be coming soon this year as well.
Yeah, we'll see what happens with that.
All right, guys, and go back to tfltruck.com where we have all this news right there for you.
See you guys.